Okay, now I need the hubs. I've moved indoors. I'm going to use my trusty bandsaw. The offcuts we had before are going to end up being the hubs for the wheels. I'm going to use this as a guide to tell me where the center is, so I can use up all of the offcut. So I'll need 4 of these for each set of wheels, or 2 for each wheel. And the first thing I'm going to do is drill a hole here so I can find the center, and then I'll show you my jig to cut the circle. And that will give me the direction. And basically the jig is 90-degree angle there, goes up against the edge, a little stopper here, very simple, just with offcuts. Probably end up using for somewhere else once I finish all this. Anyway, I'll have fun now for a little while. Okay, the wheels are cut, or the hubs. I've got 16 of them. I'm just got some little sanding or cutting marks on them. Just gonna give them a little bit of sanding with my preferred method, using sandpaper basically. So I'm just gonna put it there. I use a rod, put it in there, and then make some noise. Well, there are a few little bits missing, but that doesn't matter because I'm gonna round the edges over a little bit, and they're not that critical. The critical bit is the next bit, where I'm gonna make indentation for the bearing. I'm gonna use a bearing. I'll show you that. But yeah, that's pretty good. Nice and clean. It's almost a circle. That's close enough. Okay, I'll show you the next step. Okay, now this is where we put the hubs on and get it prepared for the bearings to go in there. As you can see, I only got the centers marked. Now that's the most important bit. Being straight is not critical for this particular setup. So basically I've got to center this to this and cut depth for this bearing. This is 9mm, so I'm going to go a little bit more than 9mm, and the bearing will sit in there. Then I'm going to plant this right in the center, and I'm just going to glue it on and staple it on. Yeah, I've started. I forgot to turn on the camera. Anyway, in the center, this is a 30mm spade bit. This bearing is 30mm, but I ground a little bit off the edges so that I could make it a bit tighter fit. So I'll show you that. See, it doesn't fall in. It'll be a bit of a tighter fit, which is good. So I'll just go down a bit further. Just on 10mm, a little bit more than that. That's it. Okay, now it's important to find the exact center on the other side now. Check for straightness now. going anywhere. The same thing will go for just over 9 mm. That bearing will sit in there now. Good. The next step is hole in the center. Now the hole in the center is not, again, very critical. It has to be bigger than the shaft. Just a bit cleaner. See if this fits in. Yep, this fits in. Okay, so this will form the rest for the bearing race. Might as well throw one in there. Tight, but nothing serious. So it leaves, so the bearing simply sits inside the on top of the spacer. Put the other bearing on. Use the adjuster. Perfect. We'll do a test drive. Yeah, a little bit of tightening, and there we go. And that's it. Okay, next I'll do the other side and do a few more wheels, and then I'll show you how I put it together. Wheels are together with the bearings.